Hi, guys. Hi, Dawn, Debbie, Arlene, Debbie. I'm into chapter two. I got it last night. It came in the evening, so I didn't get to read much. But have you started reading yours yet? Have you started on yours, Debbie? Hi, Terry. Terry, I got to show um your prompt. So good, Terry. Hi, Jaya. Laverne, Lisa, Marilyn, Keeks, Lisa, Ego Brain. How you been, Ego Brain? Where you been? It's been a while since you've been around. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. This is a little jiggly. I don't know why. Why is this jiggly? Let's see if I can move something there, adjust something here so it's not jiggly. Don't know why. It seems like it's blowing the air conditioner might be blowing the thing. The Okay, let's see. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. How you doing? I love my card, Arlene. It's part of my little display. It's part of my little display there. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Hope everybody's having a good week. Happy, wonderful Wednesday. Side of Maryland. So yeah, what's everybody working on? I did pull a couple color books to show. I did get a new the one I sent. You got it right, Arlene? Yeah, you did. And so you got it really quick, as a matter of fact. So I ordered this one, new Portos one. I'll show that. So I probably won't get to do much with it today because we're going to color. We're going to continue on with our, irises here. But this was in the back. This was in the back of the book as one of the papers. So yeah. Hi, Christina. Vale. Who else? Taking watercolor to work for watercolor month. Okay, all right, yeah. Janet's the watercolorist around here. I do a little, and I've shown some of the watercolors I've done, but it's just not my favorite thing to do. Same like for Zentangles. Janet watercolors and Zentangles like nobody's business. Hi, Angie. The ATC got one. I saw Janet showed them on her stream. I thought you were there. Were you there when she showed them, Angie? Yesterday, Monday? Let's see. Working on a diamond dot fish. Okay, well, I know you'll post it, Arlene. I know you'll post it. A couple of these bracelets seem a little tight. So, and I did do my watch in blue and red. Just doing the little celebration because why not? You know, anybody that's not happy to be in America, just, they're just not living right or they're just not grateful. That's all I got to say. Let's see. There, but made one for you that she showed. Yeah. Well, I'll show it when I get it. I'll show all of them when I get them. She'll make sure and send it to me, Angie. She'll make sure and send it to me. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. We're just talking about how watercolor and Zentangle is your vibe. Hi, Tina. Good morning. Thank you for putting in links for everybody. Am I missing anybody? I try not to. I try not to miss people coming in. I said hi, Christina. I think I said hi to everybody so far coming in. Thanks everybody for being here. We'll see what else we can get done after. We might work on the pastel and color pencil iris picture. I have some color books to show that somebody had mentioned Anastasia. So I pulled my Anastasia books to show, and I forgot I had some pages in there that I'd colored. Plus, I did get my Scottish Tracy Hall, the new Tracy Hall Cozy Mystery. This is number 8 in the series. And so Debbie and I read all these. So we've been waiting for this one. So I read chapter one, barely into chapter two, because I didn't get it till yesterday evening. So trying to find everything. Oh, I got a couple things to show picture wise. I got Terry Brett's prompts to show. And then I got little videos from Annie. Oh my gosh! Do you looking like a patriotic? Yes, yes, all patriotic today. Got a new Portos book. I did post a picture on Instagram this morning showing the book. Haven't worked in it except just to pull this out. The last page was this. I love this. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Um, so, do y'all have any big plans for the weekend? We don't really have. We're going to grill out. Denise may come down. Samantha's got plans. Of course, Cameron's in Yellowstone, so he'll be out there. He'll probably see the best fireworks ever. I don't know what they do there. Probably, and it's been raining, so it's not like I don't think there's any kind of threat of forest fires because of the rain. But in Colorado, they've been having some forest fires. So let's see what else. Thank you, Ego Brain. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. When you don't, when people aren't around for couple of months or something, or I just miss them and don't see them because that happens. People that aren't big chatters, they'll come in, they'll say hi, and I'll miss it, and I don't know until later when I go back and scrub through my chat. I scrubbed through my chat on mute, and she goes, "What are you watching? You're watching your own show, but why aren't you listening to?" Because I already know what I said. I just need to read the chat. Hi, Devin. How's Hubster doing? She's Devin's been. I guess y'all are still at the hospital till you said Thursday. Tomorrow, does he get to go home? Yeah. So how is he doing? We'll see how she answers. Tina's, I got up this morning, looked down the shoreline and saw that one of my neighbor's docks collapsed. What happened to it? Did it just get old? Or was it was the water high, Tina? Or did the alligator take it down? Did the alligator take out the dock, Tina? Let's see, Missy. So for those that don't know, Tina's in Florida. She lives on a lake, and she has an alligator that literally swims up in and around her dock. And so I just wondered if that was the alligator took out the dock of your neighbors. So, well, thank you, Angie. Let's see. Yeah. So Janet showed some more. Janet did get my ATCs in, by the way. She just got them in yesterday. She didn't get them in time to show them on her Monday stream. But if you're sending in your ATCs to Janet, she is showing them every Monday. Any that came in during the week, she is showing them on the Monday on her stream. So, hubby's moving slow, but getting better each day. It was a day search on. I am his nurse at the hotel and take out getter. Okay. So y'all are at the hotel. Are y'all both at the hotel? I mean, he's at the hotel too. What, until Thursday, and then y'all can go home? They went out of town for the surgery, so Devin's, yeah. Let's see who else is coming in. So, do y'all have any 4th of July plans? I'm sure the boat. Oh, you think a boat hit it? Oh, that could be, Tina. That happens at those at the lakes. I hear you. Devin said both at the hotel, and we. Oh, you fly home tomorrow? Okay. So y'all flew in and y'all fly out. How far? Well, that doesn't really matter. Y'all Uber in and out probably, or taxi or whatever. Okay. All right. Well, I hope it goes smooth for you and he's not in a lot of pain and y'all get him home and tucked in. Tucked in, Devin, tomorrow. Well, he probably. Yeah, I knew what you meant fly. Yeah, you're not going to flay him, Devin. Fly home. Yeah, I understood. To try and stay cool. Okay, ego brain. All right. Yeah, I don't know how people live without air conditioning. Just saying. But anyway. Well, hi, Leona. I'd like to try to say good morning to as many people as I can before we get crack-a-lacking. And yeah. So let me go ahead and show Terry's um, prompt that she did. I took a screenshot of it. It's easier for me to find it than going over to Instagram and trying to dig around. Let's see. Jenna's telling Devin, don't make him use the push mower this week. Hi, Belinda. How you doing, Belinda? I see you quite often. I think. Have I ever sent you any happy mail, Belinda? Belinda, have I ever sent you happy mail? It seems like I haven't, but have I? I don't know if I've sent you happy mail or not. I'll wait and see what she answers. Janet may want to attach it to his walker. Oh my gosh, Devin. Thanks. Kat put in a link to Terry's IG. Let's see. Ego said a few weeks ago we went a day with no power, a week without AC. Oh, I know. Well, we had to have our AC replaced a few years ago. It is brutal. It's brutal, and it's expensive to have it replaced too. Let's see. Let me see if Belinda's answering, and then I'll look up Terry's picture here. She did another good one. She always does good illustrations with the prompts. I don't know how she thinks them up so quick. She gets them on Monday and she posts them by Wednesday morning. So she's usually and don't ever feel like you have to do that. I don't want to be putting pressure on you, Terry. Yes, some time ago. I haven't been lucky enough to win Happy Mail. Okay. Um, do I still have your address, Belinda? I have something I'll send you if I do. Let's see. Asa, let me write you down, Belinda, because it seems like I see you all the time, and I didn't remember if I had sent you anything lately or ever, really. Let's see. Oh, nothing comes to me. You don't get one. You don't get so nothing comes to we don't get one. Okay, Terry. Well, here's her newest one. Oh, let me do the little Cameron trick to turn off the bright thing because that helps with the phone picture. Okay, so the prompts were midnight, wolf, periwinkle, tiger, and vampire. Look at this vampire. Look at this. Janet, I don't know if you've seen it yet on Instagram. Okay, thanks, Belinda. Okay. And look, here's a wolf and a tiger, and he's holding them both up, and he goes, "I have had enough of you two. Now shut up and go to bed now." But look at the little legs just hanging there, like he's got him by the scruff of the neck, you know? Oh, good Terry. Look at the little expressions. Oh, she does such good expressions, right? And then the vampire, of course, and the faces. They're just so good, Terry. I just love your illustrations. You could write a children's book. You could write a children's book. Okay, Belinda. Let's see. Devin said I have to walk over to the Walmarts to get us coffee. Okay. All right, Devin. We'll see you in a little bit. The coffee has to be a priority. A coffee run is priority. Just saying, Devin. Go. Go, girl. Go. Oh, my goodness. And for those of y'all might have missed it, Janet did show the newest batch of ATCs on her show on Monday. She did get mine yesterday. We talk on the phone. She got mine yesterday. So you're always glad when they come in. And she had to get out a chainsaw to get into mine because I tape it up like. She goes, well, I can't get into this thing. Let me see. I can't get a knife and get a scissors. Let me see if I can get into this thing. So anyway, Yeah, mine made it to her. So you're always glad when when they do, you know. So hi, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. Oh my goodness. So yeah, and I did post. I did post on Instagram. I did post. Oh, Arlene, I just you popped. Arlene always pops up like first in my feed, or most of the time on Instagram. And look at her newest diamond painting. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's got little pearls in there. Is that little pearls? Little pearls in there, Arlene. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Look at that. I love the little pearl accents in there. So there's Arlene's, and there's Arlene's name right there if you want to go follow her on IG. That's amazing. It's amazing, Arlene. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, I was going to show you. Okay, so I posted this morning, the new, and I did post some music with it, so you'll have to go hear the music over on IG. But I just posted it right before I came on. So yeah. Um, I know, isn't it, Arlene? I mean, isn't Arlene's turtles pretty, Janet? Let's see. Hello, Ellen. So, what, Ellen? How did the interview go? Ellen had an interview on Monday, and hope it went well. Or maybe you haven't heard anything yet. That's from Monday to Wednesday. That's not enough time to probably hear anything. But maybe you can tell us how it went, or did she already and I missed it? See, we'll see what happens. Okay. So she doesn't know anything yet, but we're hoping for you, Ellen. Let's see. Scrolling. So yeah, we're hoping for you. She had her interview on Monday. Let's see what else to go. Okay, let me go on my iPad to show you a couple of videos that Annie sent me when they were in Arizona this last week. They got home, I think, Monday. But anyway, let's see if I can bring this up. So they were in Arizona. Let's see if I can make this big. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna. All right, there's Logan. They're at this cliff thing. It's terrible lighting. Can you see? There's. I don't know if I can see. All right, there we go. There goes Logan. Now, that's just a jump. Then Annie. There's Annie right there.
Yes, Lo.
And I told Annie, I said, "You take any longer, I was going to start plucking like a chicken." Bok, 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 bok. She goes in a minute. I got a couple of these, but she said they had to walk 3 miles to get to this spot. 3 mile had to walk 3 miles in to get to it. Come on, Annie, you can do it.
On, remember Hawaii? Look at those guys.
Come on, Annie. You can do it, girl. You can do it. And then Logan goes up there and jumps. There she goes. And then the next one, Logan does, he goes up on the high one up here. Hang on. Let's see if I can bring it up. Come on. It doesn't want to expand. This one's not wanting to expand. I'll just have to hold it up. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for the super chat. And you're hearing the wind. I think Dan is recording. This one doesn't want to expand for some reason. I got to show off my family and the grands. And it's not letting me pinch and grab either, this one. And then let's see, one more. Let's see, where's this one? Here we go. Let's see if this one will let me. He's going to do a backflip on this one. You know, Logan's the wrestler, MMA. There he goes. Yeah. So there they went to. They just I forget exactly where it is in Arizona, but they went there for a family on Dan's side of the family trip, and so yeah. Thank you, Debbie. Let me write you down. Debbie and I are both reading. I'll show you just a second. Let me write this down. Thank you, Debbie. Write you down for a print. Let's see. I know. Thank you, Debbie. Let me click on it. Where is it? There it is. So we're both reading this right now. A new Tracy Hall just came out. We just both got it yesterday. And so this is number 8 in the series. So Debbie and I are both reading that. I'm only just started in chapter 2. So let's see. I know. Thank you, Debbie. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Doesn't it, Terry? Yeah. She said they had to hike 3 miles. They had to walk in 3 miles to get to that place. There's no like driving into that. You have to walk. Gotta take a bite of banana. Where's View? Oh, I can't. I wish I don't know. I didn't ask her. So, but if you follow View on Instagram, View did post a little. She did post a little quick meme or reel. She posted a quick picture reel of her on the Lido deck. Is that still a thing? Okay. So I do have some color books that people were asking about. Now, I could not find Lorraine. I thought one of y'all asked on Monday about Lorraine book, and I found the Irene, but I couldn't find Lorraine. So I either don't have it or I was thinking of this book. So, thank you. Thanks, Kat. And that's number 8. You really have to read some of the other ones to really and be, love the series, love the people, and all that. So if you haven't read that series, start with number 1. Yes, on the Lido deck. Yeah, Tina. Did you see it? Do you follow View? Did you? I would show it, but I don't know if she's if her IG's on private, so I'm not going to show it. But she looks so pretty. I told her she looks so pretty, View. But anyway, so she'll show when she comes back. Let's see. The remote spots are always better. Yes, yeah. But you gotta use that one. You had to walk good ways too. Hi, Shaz. Anybody else? So yeah, I told Annie I'm going to show it. And I'm just going to say I'm going to show you too. So and I'll show this here in a minute, and then we're going to work a little bit more on my the pastel is about I could add I'm going to add a little bit more pastel to it and then spray it, and then we'll work on the pencil. And that's out of the new John Derian coloring book with the U, coloring with the U. So anyway, we're going to do that, and then let's see, and then I'm going to go through I've already got some picked, some John Derian sticker book to put on those flowers. And then and I got to paint the back, but I did finish this one, and I added some gold stars, and this is some of the Tim Holtz people. And my plan was, I've got a bunch of these in the queue, and but this is the only one I have finished so far. I got to paint the back. But and my idea is like, because these are all in black and white, all the Tim Holtz people are all in black and white, that I thought, it could be like either the memory, your past, the past, and then have the modern girl, have the modern, oh, thank you, Debbie, have the modern girl here in the front, and then like because Tim Holtz calls them the lost relatives. Maybe the lost relatives are just the women of the past. So I did them all women. I did a whole. I've got 4 other ones, and this is the only one that I've got finished. the modern woman, and then kind of, because these are from Tim Holtz got these. They're from the photo booth, the old vintage photo booths, that have the strip of different things. Well, that's how he markets them anyway. And so they're all, older photos. So yeah, on the back, I'll paint the back. I'll paint the back black, but I wait till after I varnish. I varnish it first before I paint the back, because if you get any varnish on the back, if you've already painted it, you're going to have a shiny spot. So, because I don't varnish the backs. So, okay, Tina. So then I added the stars, and yeah. So anyway, I kind of like how it's turned out. I think what it is that I don't love about it, this is the 10-inch disc, and I like the 14-inch disc, the bigger ones, and so I feel a little confined on the 10-inch ones. They're a little. I don't want to say cramped, but okay, Tina. It's, I like the bigger ones because I can spread out, have lots of room, a lot of real estate to put stuff in. But anyway, so I did that. I got that done. And let's see, what else do I have over here? All right, let me go ahead. Let me flip through the 4th of July. This is the new, and I'll zoom in one here. This is the new Pour Toast. Well, I don't know if it's brand new. It's new to me. Let me get a sip of water here. And I think this just came out for this 4th of July. What's the biggest artwork I've ever made? Shaz, murals. I used to do murals in houses. And I have my color book guest room art. It's got some of my art books, and my color books are in the guest room next door. And it's all murals in there. That I don't know, where's my phone? Do I still have that on there? Let's see. Let's see if I kept it. I took a picture of it to show something to Janet last week. Let me see if it's still here. Did I keep it? And let's see. Scrolling. And yeah, okay, here we go. So in my mural room, now this is you're not gonna be able to really tell the scale of the room. This is a that's a large screen TV, so it's hard to see. Well, you can kind of tell by the size of the bookshelves over here. So these bookshelves over here, these contain my art, like the flow, workbooks. These are kind of like the workbooks and those kind of books. All my other art books are downstairs, but here's my color books here, and over behind these two carts, there's this is all color books back there. But anyway, I keep all my discs. Now there's probably 4 and 5 stacked together, but I've been hanging all my discs up on the wall. But like I said, there's 3, 4, or 5 discs on each one of those. I've just been hanging them up because I didn't really have a place to put them. There's some more over on the side over there. And so anyway, but behind the TV, you can kind of see one of the murals back there. So the whole room is a mural, but they're just covered up. Yeah, it's covered. So I don't think I have. Let me see. Yeah, well, here's the one corner there. There's the one corner. You can see a little bit of a mural behind. There's the castle back there, and there's a bird up here. So that's probably about 15, 18 inches big there. And then do I have another one? No, I don't. I guess that's all. Wait. Okay, here's another little corner. You can see a little bit of one of the murals over here. Cameron and I did, there's another one there. Anyway, Cameron and I, when he was probably 2 to 3 years old, did James Christensen. I'm not going to go get the book right now because it's downstairs. But the James Christensen book, fantasy book, we would pick things out of that book and put in the mural room. So he and I painted all the murals in that room. It would be 20 over 20 years ago, because Cameron's now 26, 7. So it would have been 23 years ago, maybe. We've been in the house, I think, 25 years, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm terrible on dates and time. But anyway, so my point is the biggest things I've ever painted are murals. And I used to do that back in the 80s. I used to do it in houses, kids' rooms. I did a giant Noah's Ark. I've done a zoo. I have pictures of it somewhere. Let me see. Hang on. I'm getting off on a rabbit trail here. Let's see. Is it in this little book? Let me see. Maybe. Okay. Well, here we go. This is one of the pictures in the room next door. This is my a giant owl, and across the whole room in a banner it says it's not the destination, it's the journey, not the destination. A big banner over his head, and there's me in front of that owl. Let's see if I got a whole bunch of different things in here that are older. Let's see. But I'm going to see if I can find some murals in here. This is just a little old portfolio that I have. Oh, here we go. Okay. So here's there's the same kind of picture. I have a giant cow and chickens. And now I have Barb Owen's cat painted over here. Barb Owen's cat feels floor to ceiling right there. Then here, this is what's behind the TV. In that picture I just showed you of the bookshelves, this mural is behind that TV. So let's see. All right, here's some more that are in the mural room. And these are like 6 feet tall. Whoops. They're like between 5 and 6 feet tall, each of these. These are from James Christensen's book. Let's see. What else? This is one thing that I also used to do. Y'all remember floor cloths on duck cloth canvas? Essentially, duck cloth is loose canvas. And back in the 80s, painting on the duck cloth, like what do you call it? Floor cloths, making giant floor cloths and stuff. Well, I did that. I used to make giant floor cloths, and then for a church wanted a on a floor cloth, on the canvas, unstretched canvas, they wanted a psalm. And so this right here is probably, I'm going to try to guess, and maybe 4 by 6 feet. This is a giant Bible, probably 4 to 6 feet. And what it is, it's at an angle. This is not like, it's hard to hold this. It just wants to flop. When you look at it, when it's up on the wall and you look at it like this, it looks like that's the way it's supposed to be. And then there's the ribbon, the gold edges. So it's all painted. It's not, yeah. So that was a giant one. What else do I have? Okay, here's one of the Noah Arks. This is a full wall in a kid's room. There's a whole Noah's Ark. And again, these photos are 35 years old. This is probably 35 years ago. So let's see if I got any more murals in here. That may be all. See, I got a whole wad of old pictures in here. Yeah, just close-ups of the Noah's Ark in different stages. And yeah. Here's one of the floor cloths I did, these little cows. And there's a glare there. This is just, it's probably with an Instamatic camera that I had to turn in. You know what I mean? Hi, Bayou Girl's the one that asked about the Lorraine, I think. But anyway, this is one of the floor cloths. And again, that shine is just from the varnish. Let me see if there's anything else in here I can show. Oh, there's a floor cloth. Beatrix Potter mouse floor cloth, and these are probably about 4 by 5 feet. There's something like that. What else? Again, these are old. These are quite old. Well, anyway, you get the idea as far as size of projects. So I used to be a muralist and I used to be a calligrapher. So I still do calligraphy, don't get me wrong, but not like professionally. So this is just, that's that's the owl in the room next door. All right, so let's see. A couple other things to show before we get started. I showed Logan. I wrote that note, showed that. Okay. So let's go ahead and show the 4th of July. Then I'll show the books. And I don't know if it was you, that Bayou girl, that was asking about the Anastasia books. I pulled my Anastasia books. I pulled Irene. I either think I have Lorraine, or I couldn't find Lorraine, or I was thinking that this was in my head instead of Lorraine. So I pulled that. But let me go ahead and show you my 4th of July. This is the new Portos book. And this is in the very back page. I love this, like a rusty, what do you call it? Tag. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's go ahead and flip through this real quick. And it's a satin kind. It's kind of satiny, as opposed to the matte ones. I like the satiny ones. A lot of people, Denise only likes matte. She only likes matte cutouts and matte stickers. See, I matte over everything and then I varnish over everything. I just like working with the varnish sheet. I mean, the slicker ones. That's just me. So, but there's just so much. And the back papers are nice too. So you can get this at on Amazon, Portos, and Kat just put a link into it. Thank you, Kat. Look at that hot air balloon. There's just so many good things in this one. I really do like this one, Portos. So yeah, I did put a picture on Instagram this morning of this book. So shout him out because I love Portos books. Portos books and collage soup books. I use almost exclusively. I use a few others, like the 50s Modernista book that I'm doing the suitcase with. But mostly I use Portos and collage soup books in my collages. So isn't it good? So let's just keep. Hey, Pete, how you doing? Good to see Pete is Dark Sayings. Look at the cowboy boots. I love that. So I'm going to make some tags with this. I haven't had time. I just got this in along with my new cozy mystery. So I haven't had time to make anything with this yet. And of course, I won't probably have time to make anything before today. Today's 4th of July is this weekend. Let's see. But I might make some tags. I like the eagle with the bandana. So yeah, it's just some good stuff in here. So if you want to see it, so you could purchase it if you like it from. I think I knew him back in the 70s. And some nice little dogs, and that's a nice Statue of Liberty. So yeah, this is a good one. Very, very nice. Like the flag. So then thank you. And then this, and again, this was the last page in the book. This page that I cut out for this. So yeah, I'll try to make something with that in the next few days. Let me get a bite of banana. Where'd my banana go? There it is. Get a bite of banana and some lemon water, then continue on here. Hi, Riri. So much glitter. Anybody else I missed? So yeah. So let's see. I showed Annie and Logan jumping off the cliff. I showed some Instagrams, Terry's. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep my voice going here. Hi, did I say hi to you, Barbara? Chicken pot pie? Or you just popping in? Oh, and it's Canada Day. Yeah, happy Canada Day to the Canadians. If you're doing, I think Joanne did some Canada Day ATCs for the swap. I think Joanne added some because if you're international and you're doing the ATC swap, we just said do anything, pertaining to your country. And I think Joanne did some. Let me see. Let me go back over here. Let me pull up Joanne, see if I can find him. I don't see Joanne here right now, but let's see. Instagram, Joanne. Joanne Newman. There she is. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, she posted on June 12th. She got them done really quick. So here was, let's see, did she do Canada Day celebration? Things USA or choice. Being from Canada, I chose July 1st, which is Canada Day. Yeah. So here's some of Joanne's. Come on. I think I showed them last week, but like there's one for Canada Day. So happy Canada Day. There's a maple leaf. Here's another one. Little beaver. So they're awesome, Joanne. I love this one. That good. So yeah, that's Joanne Newman 8990 on IG. So there she goes. Let's see. Yeah, Pete, I hope you're doing well. You and the family. Pete's channel, Dark Saying Official, it used to be called Creepy Little Book, is where I met Tina. Tina mods for Pete as well. And so, let's see, I was on the US Olympics. Pete. So anyway, let's see if I can brighten this up a little. So back to the books that I pulled because of request on Monday. Irene is Nick Filbert's. This is his real name, but he goes by Nick Filbert. And I didn't pull my Serene book. Well, actually, I have two copies or my Serene pages, but I pulled Irene because I couldn't find Lorraine. So I'm thinking, and this one's a signed copy. And this, just can I read the date? Let's see, because it's printed in Indonesia, so it might not have. Let's see, there's some English there. Let's see if I can find a date. I'm not sure when. And again, I cannot tell you where to get Nick Filbert's old books. And I can't tell you where to get Anastasia's books either. But I've tried to find a date here, but I'm not finding it. So anyway, it's all about different fables and stories in the Indonesian culture. And so that's what, let me see, let me brighten it back up just a little because we're showing these white pages. Well, they're cream color actually. These are actually cream color. I believe Elaine came out. No, this came out way before 10 months ago. This came out maybe 5 years ago, more. This is years old. This is years. Oh, Lorraine. You're saying Lorraine. Okay, I thought you were saying Irene. I don't know. I think, is he still putting out? Okay, well, I'm not going to, I don't know. I can't say. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, Lorraine. Okay. So this one's quite old. And the paper is kind of like, it's kind of fabricy feel, it's not like watercolor paper and it's not thick, of course, but it has a little bit of a texture to it. So anyway, let me see if I can flip it better this way. So here's one that I did in the page in the book, and I did add some glitter stickles to it there. So this is one of the pages that I did. There's some stickles up there. So it's a little flashed out, but not too bad. So and I did that with alcohol markers. As you can see, it bleeds through, but it's one-sided, so it's okay. And there's just, tons of folk tales from his culture, Indonesia, and there's just lots of those. And there's some detail, zoomed in details. And so I don't know if this has been reprinted or not from the day. So, and then there's a poster in here, which I do have the giant love poster. I have the giant love poster that I don't think is sold any longer either. And it's like a full on 5 by 6 feet. I mean, it's huge. I can't even fit it under here to show you. But anyway, yeah, so that's Irene. So, and it's got a textured cover. I can't find a date anywhere. Oh, wait, here, let me see. Miss Melody sent me this from Malaysia. Let's see, is there a date on that? I'm trying to see a shipping date to tell y'all like when I got it. But I'm not seeing a date. But Miss Melody sent this to me for my birthday years ago. Thank you, Miss Melody. Let's see. All right. Then the Anastasia books. So these, I don't know if you can get these any longer either. I've been working on a coloring book of various unpredictable vagrants. Some traders looking for a scrapper panel outside of Trader Joe's and harassing people at a restaurant. I don't know whether to take you seriously or not, Pete. Just saying. I don't know to take you serious or not. All right. To get Anastasia Koldarova, if you email her, she will send digitals to you. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. The shipping on these was cray back in the day. And again, I think this one might have come, and I think most of mine, this one's not, but most of my books are signed by her. Miss Melody probably sent me a couple of them. And so anyway, this one's When Dragons Dream. I'll flip through them so you can see them. But if y'all want to see them, and I have a few colored in them. Is that showing up okay? Okay. Maybe I should zoom in one more. Let's see here. Let's zoom in one, maybe brighten it just a tad there. Okay. And they're all the ones I have are spiral bound. And then the back side just has a little spot illustration. So if you wanted to color them with alcohol markers, it's going to bleed through if you don't care about that side, Too expensive to ship. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let me just flip it this way so it's easier. Just so y'all can kind of see a little bit. So this is all just different dragons. I did a little something there. This is one I finished here. It's sitting in some cactus. When you get a chance, you should check out Pete's channel banner. His channel banner. Okay. Here's another one I did. This is a sea dragon. This was the first thing that Cameron and I drew together. Not this one, but I mean at the Atlanta Aquarium, we drew sea dragons together. I don't know, 15 years ago. Anyway, but I love sea dragons. And I've done different drawings of them and then put little not a harness, but reins on them and have little astronauts riding the sea dragons like they're riding them through space. Are you going to make some bracelets, Angie? Okay. All right. So that one I think that's all I got colored in here. So that one's When Dragons Dream. Then this one is Nocturnes. And I've got a couple colored in here. Let's just flip from the back. Oh, let's see here. Start at the front. See if I got any dates. Oh, there's signed there. Got it signed. All right, let's flip from the back. And again, I don't know the dates on these. I'm just going to flip here. but they're old. I mean, old being, pre-virus. Here's one I did. All right, so I did her eyes in gold. You can see, there we go. Her eyes are glittery, and as are the cats. And then she's got on some jewels and stuff there. So yeah, she's kind of like Cher. And then I have one started. This one's started. It's got a base coat, so it's very pale because it's just base coated. So anyway, that's Nocturnes. And what type of paper should I print the digital? Whatever you like to color on. Now, I don't know. These are 12, I think 11 by, they're square. So if you print them on an 8.5 by 11, they're going to be smaller. So let me get a ruler here. I'm not sure exact size. But they're all, I think they're 12 by 12. Let me see. 11. Let's see here. They are 10.5. 10.5 by, well, I guess if you don't count the spiral, then it's like 10.25 by 10.25. So I don't know how you want to print them. If you print them out on 8.5 by 11 paper, the best you can get is an 8 by 8. You know what I mean? It'd be about this big. If you printed it out on your, regular everyday printing. I think I'll grab my canvas and easel. Well, go for it, Pete. Let me go over to Pete's channel for a minute on my phone. Well, let me do it on my iPad. So Tina said he's got a new heading on his channel. Let me go over here and look. Hang on. All right, let's see. All right, let me go look here. Search. Dark Saints. Come on, load up. Okay, so Pete's got. Oh, okay, here. Is this what you're talking about, Tina? There's Pete's channel. He's had another channel. I mean, he's still got 31,000 subbies on this one, but I think he had another before when he was Creepy Little Book. I don't know if it wasn't quite 1 million, but he had a lot. But anyway, so yeah, he's got all kinds of things going on. There's Pete right. Well, it's not going to let me zoom in on this, but that's Pete right there, I think. And well, maybe. Oh, are they all you, Pete? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like they're all you. I think they're all Pete in different costumes. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can bring up the live thing here. So, and the videos. So, but yeah, Pete does like conspiracy theory type stuff. Like here, this video 3 months ago, why is Antarctica so heavily guarded? Anyway, that's Pete's channel. They are all Pete. Okay, Tina, so they all are Pete. Okay. I'm going to sip of my water. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one's Mermaid Legends. And again, I'll flip from the back. This one, I think that's the only one I've done. It's just base coated. I just base coated that one. I think that's all I got done in this one. So they are all mermaids. Oh, let's see. They're very light. This one's light. Well, they're all kind of light, so it might be a little hard to see. But hopefully you get an idea. So if you wanted to print them out, though, on a printer, you're going to have to print them out smaller. So a whole bunch of mermaids in this one. I think I have one. I have one or two of these pulled out. I've torn them out, and they're in my big, with my bit larger coloring book pages. So that I think that one's just torn out. And then we got Mysteria, and this one is I've got pulled out here. Here's one that I did. So she's got this one signed too. Here's Mysteria. I really like her and the owl. So it's a little, let me see if I can turn the brightness down just a tad here. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. You can see the colors a little better. So that's, I really like her hair. And I did lots of wispies, lots of wispy hairs. So that one. And then let's see if I've got anything else. And this one's a happy birthday from Melody. It's not like a flip. There we go. That'll be fun to do that hair. Thank you. Yeah, I like her artwork as well. Again, these are quite old. I don't know if there's a, let me look at the back. Is there a date on this? I don't see one. But there's that one. That's Mysteria. Then the last one is Metamorphosis. And do I have something? Oh, that's just a, what do you call it? Alcohol marker protector. So I got this one in there. Do a flip. I love doing alcohol markers on these big faces. Anytime I can do alcohol markers on the faces, I do. I should work in one of these or something. But then people can't buy the book, so I hate to do that. They can only get it digitally. So those are the Anastasia books. Get my voice going here. So there you go, Bayou Girl. Okay. So we left off on Monday, and y'all know I don't usually like to do continuations, but we're going to do the continuation of this, copying this with onto the from this book, and I'll flip through this John Darian book again. Hi, Faithful Mess. Anybody else I missed? So the John Darian book, and the pages do come out real easy. They lay flat, but open and close them, they are, the glue is let in and go. But here's what's nice about them is the original picture is one-sided, as is the coloring page is one-sided. So you can use alcohol markers if you want, because they're one-sided. Although I just think they lend themselves to pan, pastel, and pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and flip. There's 20 pictures. And like I said, there's, back and fronts. So, there's the fronts, and then the back is they're all the same on the backs. So I'll just flip through them all real quick. And I know it's hard to see them. And that's by design, to be very light so that you can color them and not see lines. One time, Janet and Dee Dee twisted my arm, and Helen, I ordered. Okay. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did, Faithful Mess. Janet and I got the tracing Bible, and Faithful Mess said that she was enabled by me and Janet. And what about Anastasia books by you? Anastasia books ? What about what's the question? What's the question by you, girl? So there we go. This. And if y'all have questions or talking to me, put it in caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. Did I say hi to you, Rainbow? Hi, Rainbow. There's the back. And it is on cream paper, so that is kind of. So I did take out both pages out of the irises out. Angie, you're saying got one made. Got one what made, Angie? I go and send it to you. Are you? I'm not sure if you're talking to me, by you girl. If you are, I'm not understanding what you're asking me. And Angie, I'm not understanding you either. Got one made. What are you saying? Got one what made? See how they come out? They'll come out real easy. Which doesn't bother me because I'm going to take them out anyway as I work on them. Arlene goes, so I'm not supposed to sit here and yell in caps. I said, yeah, I don't think it's yelling when you're talking to me in caps. Some people do, but I don't. Oh, you're talking to Tina. Okay, Bayou girl. Well, then don't put it in caps if you're talking to Tina, because when you put it in caps, I'm assuming you're talking to me. Okay. And Angie, I don't know what you were asking me. All right. So, and then here in the back is all the different flowers and the different information about each one. And this is brand new, just came out. And so, yeah, I love John Darian. And y'all know I got his sticker books, and I'm going to use some of the stickers out of the sticker book. When we finish the page, I'm going to add some stickers to my page. All right, let's see if I can turn this down just a, there we go, because it's kind of big. All right, so here's my, I'm going to move the book out of the way. And I kept everything from Monday on a tray. So from Monday, I kept all my pan pastels, color pencils that I pulled, a bracelet. What about a bracelet? So yeah, so these are the colors that we used on Monday. And yeah, here's a little thing to clean my tools off. I don't have a lot more to do here with the pan pastels. I want to really kind of hurry up with the pan pastels, go spray it one time. Again, I've already sprayed it once, and then work with the pencils that I chose and a couple of the Langau gel pens. So here we go. All right, so let's see what I want to do here. So again, I'm going to pull, I got my kneaded eraser, got my sponges here, and then my different colors that I pulled with another eraser here and a little brush. And so these are the colors that I pulled. And we can see, we can try to do this. Let's turn down the brightness just a tad. So there we go. All right, so let's see what we want to do. I don't want to do a whole lot more because, like I said, I want to finish with the pencil, with pencils. But let's just go ahead and get a little. I'm going to get a cup, just a tiny bit of black. And again, this is really not necessary to do this because I can do this in pencil. Let's see. How's the lighting look for y'all? Does that look okay? I'm trying to get it to be not too flashed out, but I want y'all to be able to see the correct colors. Maybe I need to brighten it up just a little bit. It's hard to maneuver between the two. All right, so let's just go ahead and just do a little bit here. And then again, after I do a little bit more detail, then I will go spray it out on the porch. And my art room door is closed because I can't have Malibu coming up here on the desk, you know. With this, y'all know what happened the last time when we had Malibu getting in the pan pastels. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna, when I go to do the color pencils, I'll zoom in on each individual little petal. But I figure that right now this is probably the best way to see the overall picture, you know. Yeah, she was a colorful kitty, Arlene. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of the darks in here. A little bit down in here. Not using too much. I just want the very darkest darks to be laid in. So I hope y'all have some good plans or something fun for the weekend. Like I said, Hubster and I are probably not going to do anything. They'll have fireworks going off in the neighborhood. They always do, which it doesn't bother. I know it bothers a lot of animals. My cats will go to the window to see what's going on. They'll go, "What's that? Let's go look at this." And if they see any fireworks, they're amazed at just sitting there watching them. That being said, if you crumple a plastic bag in front of them, they will go run under the bed. They do not like. No, no, I haven't done any art on the cats, Arlene, if you mean literally. But anyway, yeah, they're not afraid of fireworks, but you crumple a plastic bag in front of them and they're just gone. Okay, I'm just going to put a little there, just a little touch there. And I can see where I've touched, a little bit right there. As long as it's new dust there, I can erase it. But I've already sprayed it once, so that a lot of it's already set, and I can't do anything about it. But if I get any, that's one of the things you want to make sure you do is if you get any, pastel on your page or anything, and you can erase it with with either a kneaded eraser or the electric eraser or any kind of eraser. But this doesn't damage your paper, you know. Okay, so let's see. I don't want any black in there. Let's just put a little dark right in there. Okay, so I think that's probably about it. And I clean my little tool off on the paper towel. All right, let's see what else do I want to do before we have to get into pencil. This needs to have let me see here. Let's go with I'm going to get a little blending brush here and let's see what I can do here. I want this a little bit darker in here. Let's go ahead and just darken up some of this. A little bit in here. Get that purple, a little more purple. Now remember, I'm going on top of an already sprayed. I'm going on top of an already fixatived layer. So this is not going to blend. It's not going to pick up the layer underneath that I've already sprayed. Okay, which is good. A little more. I'll get a little bit more blue in there in a minute. To them, a crumpled plastic bag is like, yeah, I know, right, Belinda? I think so. They don't like the crumpled bag, but the fireworks going off, it doesn't bother them. Because I know it does bother a lot of animals. Right along that edge. It's a little darker down in there. And I'm trying not to turn the page. I'm kind of trying to work around so that I don't have to move the page sideways and whatever for y'all. Okay, I think that's good on the purple. Let's add a little bit more of the blue. Let's see. I think I want a mixture of the two blues. I think that was the situation we did. Some of the dark and then some of the bright. And let's just get a little bit more in there. It needs a little bit more bright. A little bit in there. That's pretty good. Get some base blue in there. Okay, now let me clean this off. I'll go down to the pink one. Tina said, during thunderstorms, Rango seems not to care. Mom's dog, yeah, it's different animals. Okay, so there, I think that's a good base. Again, we'll get in there with detail and the little lines, the little veining. I'm going to use the Lango gel pens. Okay, Devin back? Welcome back, Devin. All right, so let's see now. Let's make sure that's kind of cleaned off fairly well. And let's see, let me get back in here with some of the dark here. Some of the, not maroon, well, let's see exactly what color this is called. It's called Crimson Extra Dark. It's kind of a maroon plum, kind of a plummy maroon color. And I just want to kind of get in some of those areas there that are really dark. And that's not too bad. And it's not real dark areas, so I don't want to overdo. I just want to get a little bit extra in there. Then we're going to go spray it outside on the porch. Okay, that's probably good. Now I do want to get a little bit of this. It's hard to see, but it's the turquoise extra dark. It's this kind of a gray-green color, and you can barely see it there. And I don't want to overdo it. I may not better do too much because I think I've got enough of that color in there. You can see a little bit of it. It's going to get too heavy if I do that. All right, let's see. So now a little of the light pink. Let's go ahead and just use straight light pink and get in here in between some of these veins. And then right in here. I don't know how much of this you can see because it's really a light color, but okay, down in here, here. Smooth that out. And a little bit up in here. Okay, I think that's good. All right, I think that's good. Now let me look at the leaves quickly. All right, let's see. I need to clean up a little bit right in here. A little bit right here. You want to make sure that before you spray it, anything that's, crept over the page that you clean it off there. Okay. All right, so now let's see. Anything in the greens? I think the greens are okay as far as I can do some more work with pencil. All right, so now I'm going to go outside. Let me move all this off here. And let's just kind of look at it real well to make sure that there's nothing I want to. It's not really going to matter too much because I'm going to stick stickers over the top of it. Okay, Tina, I'm going to stick stickers over the top of it when we're done. I'm going to make it into a funny something. So, all right. So let me go ahead and move. Let me take a picture of it real quick at this stage. Let me take a picture of it at this stage. Maybe set a pan pastel or two there. Hang on. Okay. All right, now let me go. Oh, get up out of my cat chair. It's called a cat chair because it holds me and two cats, but the cats are not in here. All right, so let's move this. I'm going to take this out. I'll do a BRB here. and go spray this outside. I'll be right back. Let me get a sip of my water here. Okay. Be right back, guys. And I'm using, let me show y'all real quick, Grumbacher Final Fixative Matte. Matte. Very important. Matte. Okay. Be right back. Okay. The back side of my door here holds all my sprays, my varnishes. That's all on the back door. So every time I open and close the back door, it kind of goes bang. I'll show y'all. I do have a plan for reorganization, but I don't know if we'll get to it this weekend, depending on if Denise can help me some. But let me take a picture of this. So anyway, I bought a fixture. I bought a fixture from Hobby Lobby that we're getting rid of. And so it's a plan. I have a plan. Let's see, what else am I missing? Okay, bye, Arlene. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's get all the way down. So the back of my door here, it's got one of those shoe holders. This is the back side of my door. And I got my tapes and my varnishes and stuff like that. And so every time I go in and out, if I close the door, which I usually only do if I want the cats out while I'm doing something like pan pastel. Well, this shoe holder thing bangs, it bangs on the door. So you hear me coming in and out, it goes bang. That's what it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I got a little bit of a, maybe I hope I can get that off. I touched something there. Yeah, okay. It's just, that's fresh. Okay. All righty. All right, let me go ahead and move my tray that we've been using of the colors, because I'm going to get this off the desk. And I'm going to get my color pencils out. And we're going to work on that. Now, I will try to zoom in a little. Got all my pencils here. I keep this little heavy snail. It's a heavy snail, and it keeps my pencils from rolling off the desk. All right, let's see. Thunderstorms that knocked out the power a few weeks ago. Oh, eek, Ego Brain. Is that why you weren't around for a while? So, again, I'll show you what I got, but I may not get it to it for a while. So we'll see. So don't be going, oh, did you, let's see your new room. Don't be expecting anything really fast, but I will show you what I got. Where is it? Here it is. So they're getting rid of a lot of fixtures. And then after I bought this, so I got it for $25. after I got this one, he goes, I got this other one over here. You want to see what? And it was like over in the fabric department. It was like, it was huge. I go, I can't fit that in my art room. And he just looked at me like, okay, well, if you know anybody that wants it, it's free. I went, okay. How am I going to get that? I mean, I got to wait till Hubster can take the Tahoe out to get me this one. So I have to wait. I think we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up after he gets off work today. And it's going to be in the garage until I, reorganize in here. But anyway, this is what I bought. It is the balsa wood display. And I got it for $25. So all these little cups, now it doesn't include any wood. He goes, do you want the wood too? I go, is it free? He goes, no. I go, well, no, I don't want the wood then. He wasn't going to give me the wood. But I bought this display. So look at all these cubbies. Now, I can either use it tall like this, or I'm thinking, my pin build. If this will fit sideways on my table here, I will get rid of my build and use this. Isn't that cool? So it's about 5 feet tall. And it's about 5 feet this way. So this is the plan for the art room. But if Denise comes this weekend, we might make some progress. If she doesn't come this weekend, it'll be still sitting in the garage for a while because I have to clear, make the space for it, right? I've got to make the space for it. Okay, another bite of banana. Well, I don't care, but here's the thing about my room is not quote unquote decorated. Okay, the door's not closed all the way. Hang on. My room is not decorated in any style. It's floor to ceiling shelves. It's all shelves. So anyway, all right. But thanks, Devin. If you want to see a room that's decorated correctly or nicely, go look at Devin's. Devin it's probably in her playlist. Do you have a playlist video, Devin? Is it in your playlist, the tour of your room? It's really nice. Devin's room is really, really nice. Okay. So now we're going to, let's zoom in a little, and I'll have to just kind of try to maneuver back and forth so you can kind of see me working on it. That's pretty good. It looks kind of fun. It looks like I'm out of focus because this is out of focus. Look, this is, see what I'm saying? Because of the pan pastel, because, it looks out of focus. And when I look at this in the camera or on the screen, I go, it's out of focus. I gotta remember to look at this because this is the pan pastel. Okay. So let's see what I want to do. Let's see. Let me get a piece of paper for testing some colors here. All right. Y'all aren't going to be able to see me pick pencils, but I did go over the pencils that I'm going to be using on Monday. I'm not going to repeat. All right. So now I want to see, and pastels, the Prismacolors do go over. They do go over the top of your pastels. I know, right, Devin? Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I want the light. Do I get a light blue too? No, I only got a dark blue. I don't know that I might need a light blue, but we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and just start. I'm going to try to hold my pencil farther back so that my hand is not in the way. So I want to get some purple down and probably maybe even some white in there. Now this is a little redder than this, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of go around and kind of work in some of this color. I really want to put in the lines, the veining. I really want to put in the veining, but it kind of scares me to do it at this stage. I'm not sure if I want to do it at this stage yet. Let's get this yellow in there. All the little veins that I'm going to use. I'll do a test. We'll do a test with the veining. If y'all have any questions, just put them in caps. Oh, I don't want the yellow. I want this. So who's working on Tina? Are you? Well, I don't know if she stepped away. Tina, are you still working on Leon's journey this week? Oh my gosh, Leon's journey is looking amazing. Let me do a little test here in a minute. With the pencil. I mean the Langau marker. Can you still see the vein? Yeah, I can still see it. Not, and I have this too. I have this to go off of. And I need some of the dark purple color right in here. And around the back side. And really, you want to take your time. I'm going to be kind of going kind of fast. You really want to take your time when you're doing this, with your pencil work. You want to take your time and, enjoy the process. But, while I'm doing it here, I'm trying to get as much done as possible in the stream. So, okay. I am looking over on. Oh, thanks, Kat. Put a link to Tina's work on Leon's journey. It's so good. It's so good, Tina. Don't follow her on IG. You need to. All right, let's see. Let me get my white, and I do need to keep sharpening. You do like to keep a sharp pencil. All right. Let's get right in there and then right in here. And a little right in there. All right, let's see. Let's kind of get some lines here. And a little lighter. And I'm doing a light touch with the white because I don't really want it to be white. I just want to add a little bit of highlight to a couple areas here. And maybe a little in here. Just a little, not too much. A little bit on this edge. I don't know. I hope y'all can see something. Okay, I need the light purple. Go back over some of that white. All right, I'm anxious to test my Langals on this. We'll see how they do. Let's see. Hi, Joanne. Joanne, I showed your ATCs that you posted on Instagram. I showed them for what do you call it? Canada Day for you. Canada Days today. Didi, I know you fix a tip fit, but I'm still nervous for you too. My white shirt sleeve. Well, this is already look. This was already here. This is an art shirt. I hear you though. All my white shirts are art shirts. Thank you, that's cute. I'm nervous for your shirt. I hear you. I hear you. All right, let's see here. Let's get in here with some dark green. And let's go down here as well. And it looks like there's just some black or dark green in a couple of spots under here. A little stem thing there. And gonna go make some squash and onions after we do this. I'm gonna go fix squash and onions for lunch. All right, so that's coming along a little, right? What do y'all think? I really want to try to get as much done because I want to get to the stickers. I want to cut those stickers out and put them on here. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and try now with the. And if you're nervous about, putting your hand on things, just put a piece of paper there like this. Does that make you feel better, Faye? All right, here we go. Let's see what he can do here. Now, I do want my bracelets to kind of be out of my way because that does put, that raises my wrist off the table with the bracelet. So I don't have quite as much control with the pen when my wrist is off the table with the bracelet. So if my bracelets start interfering with my line work, I'll take my bracelets off. All right, so let's see. Let's move this down here a little. Smooth it down. All right, let's see what we can do here. Now, I'm not looking at chat now, so give me a minute because I want to try to see how much I can get in here with this. And I might have to keep kind of cleaning off because I'm going over pastel and wax, right? I'm going over wax. Let's see if I can zoom in. I'm going over wax Prismacolor. So I probably have to keep cleaning off let's see now, let's move this right here. I'm going to have to keep cleaning off my pen to get the wax off the pen. All right, let's see if this works here. All right, we good? All right, let's see. All right, let's see what we can do here. And is it going to look exactly like that? No. And do I care? No. I just want veins in there. So, and I'm kind of going as kind of as I can correct to the picture, but I'm not really too worried about it. Because you don't know. You're just going to see veins, right? And then they got a couple like this. A couple like that. And these do move with water. Now, I don't want to, and this is why I sprayed it. And Devin said that once these are dry, they're supposed to be permanent. But I wasn't going to take a chance and put the lines in here and then go spray it and then have that move. So yeah. That's what I do when I'm in the, think in the envisioning mode. I don't want to overdo. I don't need to overdo it. There we go. See? How's that look? Doesn't that look good? 38 feels. Oh, you're talking about the heat. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's do this one right in here. Oops, sorry, I got off. I got to remember to, because we're so zoomed in. Thanks, Eagle Brain. I think it's looking pretty good. It's good practice, It's good to try to. I did come across a one of Leonardo's paintings, and they were doing an what do you call it? Not an exam, going over it and researching it and trying to figure out some of the things from it. And it's one of the paintings that I had practiced on. I did a big canvas painting of it years ago, probably before I started streaming. And it's in the closet. I need to, maybe this weekend, if I'm going to do some, digging out. See, I need a dark purple. If I'm going to do some digging out of stuff, I'll try to find that painting in the closet. And see, I need a blue to show y'all. And then y'all recognize the painting if I show it to you. But a little more blue in there and a little bit more blue in here. I'm exaggerating the blue just a little, but I do want a little bit more blue. Because I like the blue. See, I just made it a little darker. All right, let's go ahead and do this first. If I could do this. And the veins, they're down at the end, they kind of fork off like that. They come down and then they have little kind of fork off a little bit at the end. And I said fork off. uh, and it is going over the pencil pretty good. I'm not having to clean the tip off that much, Thank you, Bayou Girl. Thanks, Tina. All right, let's see here. Let's get up in here a little bit. need a little light right in here. Get right in there. Then I'll go back in with some pencil, a little bit of more detail. But the Langau pens are going over it pretty well. I was kind of nervous about, it picking up too much wax from the color pencil. I mean, from the color pencil. But it's doing pretty good. Skips a little bit, but not too bad. Hi, Lucretia. Anybody else coming in I missed? All right, so let's see here. That's a little darker there. That looks pretty good. All right, now let's get in here with the dark green. Right in under here. And then let's see, what else do I need? I need my red violet color. Right in here a little bit. Got the blue in there. It's going up a little darker right in there. Getting a little thicker veins right on the inside there. And over here. Okay. A couple thicker ones. There. Thank you, Ellen. All right, I think I'm going to try to move now down to the pink one. Because I don't have to, I can still put the stickers, I can cut the stickers out. I don't have to stick them down until if I want to do any more detail before I stick them down. You know what I mean? But I think, let me zoom out now a little bit for a minute. Okay, so there we go. It looks pretty good. I think I need, let me get a lighter, one light blue. Hang on. Let me get my pencil case. I need just a touch of light blue. So I'm going to dig it out of the pencil case here. Let's see. Probably this, no, probably this one. Or maybe this one. Let me get both of these. All right, let's sharpen. Thanks, Devin. We're glad that your hubster and you got the surgery done for his hip replacement. We're hoping for a speedy recovery. I'm sure you are too. All right, I'll go get the coffee. I know there's no one else here to go get the coffee, right? So I just need this little bit lighter blue in here, just a little bit. um, all right, let's see here. I need a little bit right in here. I need a little bit lighter right there, and just a little bit in here. Not too much, just a little. Okay. I don't want to overwork it. I'd rather have it a little underworked, you know. All right, let me go back to my light purple a minute. Right in here. Get a little bit of highlight in there. What do y'all think? Um, he's a trooper. Yeah, I know. It's once you get back home and you can really start to rest and heal. You know what I mean? When you're something like at a hotel trying to just bide your time till you can leave. All right, I think that's good. All righty. Now, let's go down here a little bit to the pink one. See what we can get done. Because I do want to get the stickers. I do want to get the stickers out. All right. So now the same thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color that I have. Let's zoom back in again. Hang on. And I'm going to do the veins now on this one. All right. Let's see what we can do. And I got my paper over here to clean the pen off if I need to. All right. Let's see where I want to start. Let's just start up here. I'm going to try to have a light touch because these are pretty light, and this pen might be a little dark, but we'll see here. Just going to try to hit just the darks in the veins. And I'll go back in with pencil for the rest. See, it's not a lot. It's not as much as you might think as far as the veins go. I'm trying to keep it light. Can always go over it with pencil to knock it back if I need to. I stay in frame, yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back in here with the yellow and get this little nice little point in there. A little bit of green in there. Okay. All right. And this, it looks like there's something on there. There's little numbers and little words, and there's a little bit of stuff on there that's, in the piece. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get some white. And let's lighten up a few little areas here. No, I'm not talking much. I'm just kind of trying to concentrate getting it done. Because I'm thinking about, let's see, which stickers did I pick that I might want to use? Because I want to make it like a little scene with the stickers, with the John Deerean stickers. Around that edge. Sharpen. All right, let's add a little bit of light for that right there, just a little. Same thing there, a little bit of light. This, I got out the mint green for these leaves down here, right on here. It's like mint green leaves down there. So let's go ahead and get that blocked in. Okay, back to this. I don't want to lose all that kind of gray blue I put in there. So I'm trying to be careful not to go too heavy with the white and get rid of that kind of blue-gray color that's in there. Okay. Whoops, hope I'm staying in frame. Get that edge. All right, let's back up and see what we got. Okay, so this is a little darker than that, but you know what? I kind of like it. I don't really want to get rid of that dark maroon color. Maybe just slightly. We'll just slightly knock it back, but I really like it. I like it kind of extra vibrant in there. So I think I'm going to try to leave it, most of it. Just a little bit back. Just a little. Just a tiny bit. Oh, it must be annoying when the cat has had enough of you. Janet. All right, guys, I think I'm going to say that's penciling is done. You know, I mean, I can lighten that up, but I really like it dark, just like this is a little darker. I like it. You know, I like it a little darker. So I think I'm going to leave it. All right, now I do got to take a picture before I start. Before I, what do you call it? Hang on, let me get some pencils for the photo. Before I get the stickers out. I'm trying to take pictures in stages, you know. All right, let's back out now, though. We can back out. Oh, not that far. Let's back in one. There we go. And the color looks pretty good. Let's see, maybe brighten it up just a little. It's always an adjustment. Do you know what I mean? All right, so now let me go ahead and get a few pencils that are like sharpened here. Some green. Let's get a maroon. The maroon needs sharpening. Just to have a few in the picture. And my two pens. Let's get the two pens that I had. Where's the other one? Here we go. Let's put those in there too. Those two markers. And then this is how I set up my pictures and my thumbnails and stuff. I already got a thumbnail. This is for the stages. If I post it on Instagram, I want it in stages. You know what I mean? And so see, they got the blue, the purples. Let's see, let's get a light. Let's get the lavender here. Right there. And a pink. Let's put a pink in there. Oops, broke the. Yes, pencils. Uh-oh. This one doesn't want to sharpen. There we go. No, I think I want the pink over here. Okay, do I need anything else? I think I got the blues, purples, the pink, the greens. That's good. Oh, wait, maybe one more green. Pop that right in there. Okay. All right, now let's move this out of the way. And get a picture of this. All right. Next. All right, so now we got that, and I got the picture of book. Oh, no, I don't know if I got a picture of the book by itself. Let's do a picture of the book. Got to get all the stages. All right. Oh, come on. I got to stand up. Let's do it this angle. Okay. Now the stickers. All right, let's move the pencils off the table and come over here to the stickers. This is the fun part. All right. I probably should get a piece of wax paper or something so I can, in case I don't want to stick the stickers right away, like make some, well, no, not wax paper. I should get, well, maybe. Might work. Some stickers peel off on wax paper, but I think what I need is some of the little plastic. Here we go. What's up here? Something that'll, maybe some of this. Let's see. Something I can pull the stickers off of. Okay, let's see what we can do because I want to add stickers to the scene. All right. Oh, let's see. Am I missing anything in chat? Thank you, Kat, for putting in links. Your picture looks like my iris is outside your pet. Oh, Yvonne, good. Hi, Fire Horse. Let me. Who else am I missing here? Michelle. Are these flowers? No, they're irises. Pretty sure. I can look it up in the back because I have them all back here. John Darian does. Let's see what it says. Okay. Yes, they're irises. Horto Van Hortenia. Yeah, and this says the name of the picture. 1874. 1874. They're irises. All right, now I want to go over here to my two John Darian sticker books, and I made some little. I don't know if I want to use the eye. I kind of like the idea of the eye. Don't look at her there because you'll get creeped out. But I think, see if I can stick them on here, then they'll peel off. Yeah, there we go. Just some plastic, you know. All right, so I got her. Then I think that's all. No, I got one more thing in here. I got these flowers, but I don't think I need the flowers. Maybe one, but they're not. These are not irises. And I don't know about this big bird. Let me pull them just to see. No, because I'm going to use the girl. That's right. I'll keep them in there just in case. But the others are in this book. Okay, so I want this knife. See, I've got to trim it. I've got to trim the excess off of this. And then the girl, this girl, oh, she's not cut out. She's not part of the sticker. She's going to have to be cut out. Okay, so hang on, guys. I got to cut her out. All right, so let me save. Whoops, didn't mean to tear that shell. Let's remove these shells because I'm going to need to cut her out and glue her on because she's on the back side. She's on the back side. So let's do that. And then I can cut this out. Hang on. Okay. And then these birds. I want these hummingbirds. So let's put these hummingbirds over here. A couple of these birds here. Hang on, I'm not looking at chat. I want maybe 3 birds. Let's get that one. Just some little birds. Okay. So we got the birds and her. All right, let me cut her out and we'll go to gluing. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is on the back side of the sticker paper. Well, I can peel off this backing. See. And so it's on the relief paper. So I'll have to glue her down. Okay. So just a minute. And then I've taken pictures. I don't need all that little frill stuff there. I've already taken pictures of the different stages. So when I post the pictures of the finished one, I'll have, the pencils, the pan pastels, the stickers. Let's just get rid of that. You don't want the shadow either. Okay. So now I have to decide where I want her standing. I want her standing on here, looking in probably. And then the knife. Let's cut the knife off. I might need to move her over just a little. Maybe right about there. I'm looking at I want a tangent there. Right there. So I just got a little bit of that. So now I can put the knife in her hand, or I can put it on the stem. If I put it in her hand, though, I'm going to have to move her over. All right. So my idea was to put this here, but she kind of loses the knife. And then it makes it look like a stand. So I'm thinking maybe she might need to hold the knife. Let's just go and cut whatever this is in her hand. Let's cut that off. And she can be holding the knife like this. Like that. Okay, then she can she can also be just standing here like this. What do y'all think? Does she need to be in the flower, on the flower, or up here? She gets less lost if she's right there. Do y'all think this is all right? Look, 1 or 2. What do y'all think? 1 or 2. I'm thinking 1. I'm thinking she needs to be down here. And then we have some birds and stuff up there. I'm thinking here. Yeah, Tina's saying 1 as well. I think, because then you can see her in the knife. And then we got the eyeball, which I was thinking of putting in one of the flowers. Do you know what I mean? Like here. Like right there. Okay. And I got to glue her. She's not sticky on the back. And then these birds. And I need to go ahead and put some, what do you call it? I need to put some glue on these little birds too, because they're going to be too, I don't trust glue. I don't trust sticker glue. So let's go ahead and cut these little birds out. Give them a little stem. Hang on, almost got it. Okay. They kind of get lost. Maybe I need some bigger birds. I'm going to need a bigger boat. Could put a couple right in here, flicking around. Maybe one there. I haven't pushed it down yet, but maybe him. I might have to get some bigger birds. Let's do this one. Hang on. I could get that one big bird. That one big bird that I had in the other book. I've picked these though because they kind of look like hummingbirds, you know. Let's just go around his little feet there. Put one on her head. Just going to be up there then if I do that. Kind of like, oops, a little piece of, little something there. One more little bird. Probably put it down here somewhere, or I could get some more birds. There's more birds in the books. We can find some more. Y'all still with the tour? Tina, right? And you can make up whatever's going on. Is she going after the bird? Is she cutting down the flower? Why is that bird in her head? What's that eyeball staring at him? I'm just sitting here cutting, guys. All right. Come on, get off my hand. Okay, there we go. Have a bird there, a bird here. Back here. One in her head, unless I can find some other ones. See? Isn't that cool? It needs some more stuff. It needs some more stuff. She's protecting the flower. Okay. Okay, good one. All right, let's see. Let me just move this over here so we can go out. Let me pick up some of this sticker stuff here. All right. I didn't use these shells. I probably can just stick these on a piece of wax paper and put them back in the book. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we can find. See, there's one of the flowers from his book. Let's just kind of see. There, look, there it is, the one I'm coloring. Right there. That's it. Bugs. Janet would want me to put a monkey on him. Let's see. Don't want any bugs. No bugs. Some squirrels. A little squirrel might be cute. A little squirrel down here? Or should I stick with birds? Maybe I should stick with birds. Let's look for birds. Oh, wait, was that a bird over there? Janet, duh. Okay, this is the page where I got the birds. Maybe if I got this big bird right in here. If I took this big bird and put him in there, I think that might be good. We'll stick that over there for a minute. Let's keep looking. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I like to do a fly fishing thing with actual like fly bugs, catching flies with the fly fishing lures. There's another eye. Let's see. So I'm gonna look through here. See, that's where I got the knife. Birds, birds, birds. Oh, look those candlesticks. That's too big. I love these sticker books. Love, love, love John Deerean stuff. Vintagey. See, that's a little too big too. Do you think that'd be too big right there? He'd be bigger than her, which is okay. Might be too big. And I don't like the red. Don't like the red. Of course, I could always paint it. This, again, kind of big. I want something just a little bit smaller than that. Like this size, but he's facing the wrong way. He's facing the wrong way. He needs to face in. But I do like him. Maybe if I put her over here and him over there. I like her there, though. No, let's just look in the other book. Let's look in the other book. Let's look in this book. All right. Okay. Fish, flowers. No, I don't want a vulture, although that's kind of clever. If he wasn't so big. I don't want to overwhelm the flowers too much because, we did do some work on those flowers. Okay, here we go. This little bird and that little bird. I like that bird better. Maybe those two birds could be in there. How do I get this off here so I can, because this is one full sheet. I think I can separate this big. Let's see here. What am I doing? Oh, this is the sticker. Sometimes it's a sticker on one side, sometimes it's on the other. This will be perfect. I can get those two birds out of there. All right, let me set this over here. Got those two birds. Put these shells, just put these shells back in the book. Okay, let's keep looking let's just make sure I got the right ones. The ones I want. Don't want yellow, although that would stand out. Are y'all tired of me looking through the book? Give me just another minute. I've used a lot of stuff out of this book. You can see a lot of blank pages or blank spots. Too big. Too big. Those other ones are probably going to work. Okay, we're gonna roll with these. All right. I want to keep the tree though. I'll just stick it on another piece of wax paper or something. Okay, I think this came out of here. Am I going to be able to find it again? Probably not. I'll just stick it here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and cut these little birds out. Y'all still with the tour? All right. So I hope you all will have a great 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. And hope your pets don't get too extremely upset with the fireworks. Like I said, my cats, they don't mind the fireworks, but just don't be crinkling a plastic grocery bag around them. All right, so this I want kind of right in here. Right there. We'll leave him there. And this one, I'll just stick her, let's see, right about there, I think. We can still see the bird. She doesn't have any sticky behind her. The knife does. And then this little bird, I think we'll put him up here at the top somewhere, right about there, I think. We'll put him up there. All right, now I got a couple more little birds. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. I don't want a branch. We're going to cut the branch away. Keep his little feet. I know a lot of collage artists use the X-Acto blades and knives and things. I can't. I don't have the. It's not as precise for me as it is with scissors. I can do anything with scissors, especially my cutter bees. A knife, X-Acto knife. I mean, I love my X-Acto knives for like cutting down books and making books and stuff like that. But for little cuts like this, let's see, he's going to be staring at her. And then I got one more that's facing the other way, and he can be up here. I just can do better with scissors. But a lot of collage artists just go to town with those knives, or those little ones that can hook on your finger, you know. Y'all seen those? The little X-Acto knives that you can hook over your finger. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't. It's not enough control with the blade for me. I just can do better with scissors. I don't know what y'all do when y'all are fussy cutting. I don't mind fussy cutting. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. Okay, there we go. Now let's put him up here like that. All right, I think we're good. Get rid of these scraps. Take a picture. I want to take a picture of this with the books, with the sticker books. So we'll kind of put that together like this and kind of float. Let's see, I need something underneath here. Let's get some pins or something. Kind of float that on top of the sticker books for a photo. Where's my phone? Hi, Starla. Okay, let's see. Camera. Okay. All right. There we go. What do y'all think? I think it's fun. I think it's fun. So there's our original. This is what we went off of. Thank you, Devin. Here's what we started with, the picture that was in the book, and then this is the one that we color pan pastel, color pencil, and some couple of Langau for the veining, and then we added some John Deerian stickers. Anyway, I hope y'all had fun with that. This is what the book looks like. If you and I'm sure Kat put in a link earlier, and I got mine at Books A Million, but you can get it on Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon at the moment, or it was on Monday. So we're going to hope everybody has a safe, happy, blessed, thankful 4th of July, because we live in the best country. I don't care what anybody says. You don't want to go anywhere else. Trust me. All right. We'll see y'all later, and be back Monday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye, guys.